Welcome to Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I'd like to share with you a Did You Know? Did you know you can get a sewing machine needle that is self-threading? Which means for those of us that can't see that little eye on the sewing machine needle, we can still use our sewing machine and thread a needle. The needles are called quick threading needles. And if you look at the diagram, you'll see that we do have that regular hole that the thread goes through, but there's a tiny little notch cut out. So our thread's going to be able to run along the side of the needle and pop into that little hole. The needle does come in two different sizes. We have an 80-12 and a 90-14. So we have a medium and a heavy weight universal needle that we're going to be able to use on the machine. Let's go to the machine and I'll show you how easy it is to use these needles. A regular sewing machine needle has a flat back. The quick threading one does too, so we have a curve and a flat back. So we're going to be able to put the quick threading one in the machine the same way as a regular needle. So we're going to put this needle in our machine the same way as we would a regular needle. And in my case, that flat back goes towards the back. So I make sure that needle's up all the way and I tighten it. Now here's the fun part, is we do not need to take that thread and put it through the eye of the needle. We're going to let it run along the side and it's going to pop in. So I have that thread that's going to run along that edge of the needle, and you see it pops right in. Now that needle is threaded. It is important that the thread is going in the right direction. So we do not want to twist that thread and have that tail end coming from that front side. It does need to go the same as a regular needle. So it's going to run along the side. So thread everything that you would normally, and then just hold that top loop and slide that thread right along that edge. Now that thread is going to come out exactly the way it needs to. And we're going to be able to sew with it just like we would normally. That fabric just runs right along and it stays in that hole. So we have that perfect row of stitching. It's still important that we hold our threads, but I wouldn't recommend holding them from the right side. That top thread should be held from the left side, and that way we don't accidentally pull it back out of that hole. So having that thread towards the left will be helpful. But the machine is going to work exactly the same as if it is a regular needle. A key to sew with this quick threading needle is just to slow down our pace a little bit. And when we're going to take that out, be sure to go on the opposite side of that hole. Once again, it has given us a really nice stitch. And it's strong and looks good from both sides. So we do have two different sizes. We have the 90-14, which is great for heavier weight fabrics such as denim, and an 80-12 for more of a medium weight fabric. So the only difference with this needle is that little notch cut out. So the thread slides down, pops in, and we're good to go. These sewing machine needles are good universal needles for that time that we cannot get that thread in the eye of the needle. So if we have problems with arthritis with our hands, we're having problems of seeing, or we just need some quick threading, this is something to definitely consider. It's a good Did You Know? I'll put some links in the description so you can check out the SCHMETZ needles that are quick threading needles. And thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter, all under Sew Very Easy. Thanks again. Bye for now.